There are 7 applications that I think that you need to use on your Synology NAS. We're going to break it down into 2 sections. The first is going to be the applications that I think are mandatory, and the second is going to be the applications that I think you'll get a lot of value from if you consider them. So to hop right into it, the first thing that we're going to talk about is snapshot replication. Now, assuming that you're using a Synology NAS that supports the BTRFS file system, you should be using snapshots. With snapshots, you can go through and you can restore either an individual file or an entire shared folder if you were ever in a situation where you had to. For the most part, on a regular basis, a snapshot is taken of that shared folder based on whatever schedule you'll specify, and then at that point, at a later time, you can go back and restore one of those versions either on the file itself or on the folder. When you think about ransomware, this is how you protect yourself. Yes, backups are important, and you should always ensure that your data is backed up somewhere off-site, preferably. But from a snapshot perspective, you should be able to restore all of your important files just from the snapshot itself. To take it one step further, in recent versions of DSM and with newer Synology NAS devices, you can even create immutable snapshots, which ensure that the snapshots cannot be deleted for any reason for a specified time frame. Another protection against ransomware. For the most part, if you're not running snapshot replication on your NAS, you need to. The second tool we're going to take a look at is Hyper Backup. Now, Hyper Backup is one of those tools that will allow you to back up the data on your Synology NAS to a local USB folder, to a cloud server, even to a different Synology NAS if you want to. In summary, you take the source data and you can select a destination where you want to back up all of that important data. In my opinion, Hyper Backup is the easiest way that you can get data from your Synology NAS to a different device without really having to do any configuration. Hyper Backup will create an archive. It'll allow you to use deduplication, which basically means that it'll be efficient from a backup perspective with your individual files. From an ease of use perspective, you can buy an external hard drive and basically back up your entire NAS to that external hard drive locally if you want to, or you could go one step further, select a cloud destination, and back up your data on a regular basis. If you wanted to, you could even create multiple tasks and back up on your local network daily, for example, and back up to a cloud server weekly. The option is up to you. The point is you can take the data from your NAS and back it up to a secondary source extremely easily. The third application we're going to take a look at is Container Manager. Now, Container Manager allows you to create Docker containers. The reason why I'm putting this in the mandatory section is because Container Manager will allow you to run basically anything on your Synology NAS as long as there's a Docker container for it. If you don't want to use standard Synology applications, you can find Docker containers that will do similar things. If you purchase the NAS and you only wanted to run the 3 applications that I just told you, you would have a ton of functionality, and most of it would be from Docker containers and Container Manager. As soon as you understand how to create Docker containers, which I have a video for, you'll be able to go through and create tons of different applications that you can use directly from your NAS. Whether you want to back up data, create an ad blocker with Pi-hole, or even host something like a Unify controller, you can do all of that from your NAS using Container Manager and Docker. We're now going to move into applications that I like to use, but like I said, if you use the 3 applications that I just told you, especially if you could utilize some cool Docker containers, you would have an incredibly powerful NAS just by those 3 applications. But these will take that one step further. Synology Drive will allow you to create your own private cloud. What that means is that you can sync data up to your Synology NAS and you can access it from all different types of devices. Whether you're using a web browser and accessing it directly, or using an Android or iOS app, or even using a Windows or Mac device to actually sync the data to a local device. Your Synology NAS will be turned into a cloud, and at that point, all of the devices that you use will automatically be able to access that data through the Synology Drive application. If you've ever used Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox, Synology Drive allows you to do the exact same thing, but using your own hardware. I've said this many times, but Synology Drive is my favorite application that I use across the board on any device, mainly because all of my data is always accessible to me at the same time, no matter where I am. There are other ways to access your data if you're using a Synology NAS, but in my opinion, Synology Drive is the best way. The next tool we're going to take a look at is Cloud Sync. Now, Cloud Sync is an interesting one because a lot of people use Cloud Sync as a backup, and it's not a backup. It's a sync tool. What it does is it will sync data from your Synology NAS to a cloud server. Sync the data. It doesn't back up the data, it syncs the data. Now, the reason I have it on this list is because there's a lot of people that aren't particularly comfortable with exposing their NAS, whether they're using something like Quick Connect or even hosting their own VPN server. The idea is that they don't want to access it using one of those methods, and all they really need to do is periodically access some of the files that they're working on their NAS from a cloud server. So that's where Cloud Sync comes in. Cloud Sync will allow you to sync a folder on your Synology NAS with a cloud provider. So using Google Drive as an example, what you can do is link a shared folder on your NAS to your Google Drive account, and then at that point, the data will automatically sync from one location to the other. Now you can change the sync direction. So by default, you'll probably use bidirectionally, which means that if you update the data on your NAS or on Google Drive, it will automatically sync to the other location. That will ensure that the file is always up to date no matter what device you're actually using. But if you want to ensure that edits are only made on either Google Drive or on the NAS, you can set it up so that it either uploads the changes only or downloads the changes only. The idea here is that you'll be able to access all of your files outside of your local network with a very easy setup process and no port forwarding, no VPN configurations, no Quick Connect settings. Everything will just automatically sync back and forth. Now, the sixth application is Active Backup for Business. Active Backup for Business has the worst name for one of the best tools that Synology has. Active Backup for Business makes you think that it's a business application and any home user can use it. What it allows you to do is back up your Windows, Mac, or Linux device automatically to your Synology NAS on a regular basis. From there, you'll have a clean interface where you can go in, view all of your backups in one location, ensure they're all running, even manage the actual clients and update them from this interface. The idea is that you're centralizing your backup strategy. Now, that's the core functionality of Active Backup for Business that I think most people would use. But if you have a hypervisor and you wanted to back up the virtual machines, or if you even wanted to back up your entire Synology NAS to a secondary Synology NAS, you can do that. If you have a file server, you can back up the file server. The idea is that Active Backup for Business is designed to be the core of your entire backup strategy for all of your devices. When you're talking about backing up a device, Active Backup for Business is what I consider to be the best application that you could use if your goal is to get data from whatever local device it is backed up to a Synology NAS. Active Backup for Business is it. Now, the seventh application is going to be Synology Photos. Synology Photos has gotten a lot better since it was initially released. I will admit, in my opinion, it's not as good as some of its competitors like Google Photos, mainly from a searching perspective, from an album perspective, from a facial recognition perspective. The reason I'm highlighting that, though, is because for a lot of people, those three features that I just mentioned are not going to be important to you. What's going to be important to you is that your photos are automatically backed up from your mobile phone to a secondary location. And in this case, that secondary location is going to be your NAS. The Synology Photos mobile application allows you to configure a backup task that every single time you take a photo, it will automatically back up that photo to your Synology NAS. For a lot of people, they don't care about accessing their photos, categorizing their photos, searching through them. They just want to make sure that that picture they just took is automatically backed up somewhere else. And when you compare that to a cloud storage location like Google Photos, you could potentially have costs, you could potentially have privacy concerns, but with Synology Photos, you have none of that. You take a picture, it gets backed up to your NAS, and the data will be accessible from both locations. And with that said, Synology Photos isn't necessarily bad when it comes to album creation, sharing photos, facial recognition. It's just that when you compare it to a tool like Google Photos, it's just not as good. I'm being honest with you there. But I run Synology Photos to ensure my photos are backed up. And if that is your goal, Synology Photos is an awesome option, especially when you take into consideration that you can pair it with other tools like Hyper Backup to get the data onto a tertiary device if you really wanted to. Now, those are 7 applications that I think if you used only those 7 applications in one way or another, and in all honesty, you might not even need all 7. But if you ran those 7 applications only, you would get so much out of your NAS that it would go from being the device that stores all of your data to being the center of your entire workflow. Now, I'd love to hear from you. I know that these are not the only applications that are good, and I know that you probably are thinking of another application that you like even better. So if you have one, list it in the comments. Let everybody know. If not, I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, always feel free to leave them in the comments. I have a bunch of tutorials for all of these that I'll leave in the description of the video. But thank you for watching. I will see you next time.